Hey everyone, Flannel here, and today I'm going to be doing episode number 2 of my How to Win series, and this one's going to be focusing on decision making. So let's get right into it. This isn't live, just want to say that right now. I've decided against doing live because I feel like I don't really explain myself as much as I could if I really pause sometimes and break down exactly why I did something. So you're gonna be seeing me pause every now and then, just if I need to fit in some good intel before I succeed with the kill. So this is a 17 kill game, and I hope you enjoy. So here I'm aiming for the middle house because this video was originally supposed to be focusing on third partying. So I was going to use the height of this building to like look out for other third partying objectives, you know. And I didn't really see any, this didn't really turn out to be a big third partying game. So this guy right here, I'm going to pause. You see, what I did here was I actually I didn't decide to go for the chest. I thought he was going to be closer to the chest. So what I did was I just sat here on the right side of the chest spamming for this weapon. Now, if you notice, he's going to start hitting me. And I take that opportunity to immediately grab the weapon and kill him while he was distracted. So that was his mistake, and I was either waiting on him to open the chest and I grabbed the weapon, or waiting for him to do that and I grabbed the weapon. So it's a win-win either way. It's a safe bet when you're fighting for a chest. I think I went over that in a previous video before. So right now I hear people in my building, and I'm just looting up, making sure I'm prepared for a fight that could come. So yeah, I'm just gonna let that speak for itself. And I just want to say I'm happy to say I'm done with midterms for now, so I should be posting more frequently. I did pretty well on them, so I'm happy. The hard work paid off. So we're moving on to the next kill around here. I end up dropping down here and start healing up. And I hear him close, so I assume he's going to go through this door. But then I come to realize that he goes a floor below me. And a good way to tell when someone is below or above you, I know the sound is a little weird in this game, is to look in the direction that you hear it, where you think it is. If you look up and it doesn't sound louder, they're below you. So I noticed that, and I immediately go to replace this floor. And he actually thinks that because I put a floor down, I wasn't going to edit it, so he decides to break out the side. And because of that, it's just a free edit kill. They weren't expecting an edit, so that's a fault on them. So I end up breaking more stuff. And yeah. See that guy right there? I hit him for 16, which is unfortunate. But right here, as soon as I realize he's going up the stairs, I immediately remember that I had a floor of my own up here. So I use that to get a quick shortcut to the room he's going into, and it's you'll see what happens. See, he was not expecting that play at all. He did not know I had a floor there that was already edited that I could just jump through and get there quickly. And as a result, he lost the fight. So I hear someone over here, and I immediately go to take the fight because I have good weapons right now and I'm confident. So I take a low shot, and I sit here and I don't take a shot immediately because of the fact that my angles are bad. Like, you see, I only see his feet, so I take a few, not a few seconds, but I take a second to absorb a better look of where he's going to be, so you can just get a free shot instead of just missing and ending up, you know, getting into a little sticky situation where he fights back. You just want a clean kill, so I wait for that moment. See, he lands, and I immediately take the shot because it's a free shot at that point. So since this video was supposed to be about third partying, I move up to high locations because I hear gunshots. I want to just swoop in on people. And that the gunshots end up bringing me over here. So I'm just scoping the area, seeing where the enemies would be because the gunshots were there. I know someone was shooting. So I'm just looking around, and I get closer. And I eventually hear the person I'm looking for, and they're in this building over here. So I just build up to get a good position on them, and I notice that stair. So I'm just building up to have the high ground on them. So I hear him move out through the front, and I know he's on the floor, so this seems like a pretty easy situation for us. And I make a mistake here. I thought I'd be able to put the floor there when I couldn't. But that was simple enough. There wasn't really much to explain there. There wasn't some 300 IQ play. It was more just like I fell, I made a mistake, and then I built over him and waited for a good shot with my SMG when I jumped over. Alright, so at that point, I get shot in the back, right? And you see, I took a pretty good chunk of health, but I immediately go to place walls behind me, and I go to heal. Like, I place a floor and a stair, and I just try to assess my situation and get into a better one. And I notice that he's building up over me really aggressively. So I place that floor above me to keep myself safe, and I immediately edit out the top to get high ground. Now, hold on. Let's rewind that a little bit. That was a little too fast for my taste. See. Okay, so he comes over me, right? And what I do, I box up and I see that he sounds like he's on the same level as me. So I take that opportunity to really quickly edit out the top and establish my high ground. And it works for a second until I make a little error, but I end up correcting it by just building up over him again. You know, I was basically just faster than him, and as a result, I was able to make the faster plays and to put in more shots than he could. So now I got a P90. I'm feeling pretty confident right now. I have a good setup. I have a little bit too many balloons now that I notice. And I'm sorry about the playback bar, guys. I'm screen recording for this video because I'm talking over it, and I can't fully disable it with just using my keyboard, so that's just what I have to deal with for now. Yeah, I was gonna balloon out, but I see this medkit over here, so I just want to get to full health. But, yeah, so back to some channel stuff while we're going through some, slow moments. So, yeah, I'm still doing no skin to pro scrims. I have my next episode about peeking coming out soon. I have a script for it ready. Just need to record some clips and edit it through. And that should be out. And, I was thinking about making, you know, just a few more extra videos that I can do for fun to keep you guys entertained while we're waiting for the high-quality edited content to come out. I was thinking something like, I play with my friends and sometimes we do some funny shit. So, if you guys would be interested in that, let me know, and I'll start posting some games I play with my friends where we're doing something funny, I guess. We like to just talk shit for fun. It's funny. So, maybe I'll put a video like that out to see if you guys like it. Alright, so right now I feel a little confident in looking for enemies. I have a good amount of mats. I have around 700 wood, around 250 brick, and 100 metal. So I could take on one player easily in solos. So I use the balloon to get to the highest point and to just search. I'm just on the hunt for people. There's no strategy other than that at this point. And then I get shot at from tilted. So I take that opportunity to just, you know, pull up on him. I'm trying to get a better position. I have high ground over him, so I'm confident. But I realize quickly that he's a fast builder as well, and this isn't going to be an easy fight, per se. So I build over him, and if you notice, if I go back a little bit, a big strategy that's really viable is... Hold on, you're going to see it really quick. Is always, when you build over someone, put a floor under you too. Because I said this in a trap kill video, if you see my mouse pointer, if they're over, they jump into your little box here, and you could box them in trap kill, or they get stuck under there, and you can either edit through, or you watch them make their second path, which he's going to do. So he makes his second path, I try to break it down, scare him a little bit. I just make sure I'm above him, really. And he takes some fall damage, so I'm a little less scared of him. So I keep my positioning. And then I notice someone else is building up on me. I take a shot, and he turns out to be a spammer. So I wait for him to stop shooting, and I just move my position, because a lot of the times people like, you know, spamming again. So moving position is always good against spammers. And then I hear that they actually ended up fighting each other, so I take this opportunity to just third party them and, you know, take all the kills. So that's one. Then this next guy, I go to edit kill him. It's a little unsuccessful though, because he jumps out the side quickly. Some potato aim, don't need to worry about that, and then he gets killed. But back to third partying, what this video was supposed to be about. It's a really good way to just rack up kills right there. Like they, one of those players, at least I knew, was pretty decent. He was building up to my speed, and as a result of them versing each other, I was able to just run in and quickly steal both kills without really much effort on my part. Getting more wood, you know, material's important. Ooh, and there's a person glidering towards me. It's really easy to hear, so I'm just like, alright, he has to be over here somewhere. And I see he's in a box, and I'm like, oh boy, he's gonna be fun. So I just take my spam shots. He wasn't expecting me, I knew that. And I knew he was low, so I just took out the shotgun for the easy kill. I did overspray for a while, but that's only because I thought he was going to die faster. Like, once I started nailing the shots, I thought it was going to, he wasn't going to jump out and kill me. And another guy shoots at me, and at this point, I see he's out in the open, so I just go to take some shots, keep myself safe so I don't get sniped. And because of the glider redeploy, you can now do things like this, where you just don't really have to reinforce things and go really high. Alright, so if you look here's going to be a fast play. So what I do here is, using the high ground, I put floors above him, blocking everywhere he tries to ramp up to. And right from there, I see that he's looking at at the floor above him like, oh shit. So I take that opportunity to just edit in and get in his face really quickly before he notices what's going on. So you're about to see that. It was a risky play for a trap kill, but I saw the way he was confused by my floor that I was going to be able to take that opportunity really quickly and kill him before he was able to retaliate. And this poor guy, he was trying to hide behind a rock. He was a little scared. There was no hope for that poor soul. So I'm feeling good right now. He gave me a 50 shield, and I'm gonna have 100 shield, 100 health, and 11 kills. Normally, I would actually I dropped this grappler, and that's only because I was trying, like, since I had a high kill game, I kind of just wanted to, you know, get all the kills. And which I end up doing. I end up getting 17 kills, so I kill like 6 more of them. I know, I took calculus. I can do some easy math. So here I am just looking for, actually, yeah, right here. So I was looking for someone, and I see this guy ramping up to this hilltop, so I immediately claim the hilltop for myself so that I have the high ground position, and he's in a bad one. Now, getting those few shots off, I feel definitely confident that he's scared, so I go run up on him. So he tries to build up on me, I just try to play safe, try to play faster than him, and he ends up playing faster than me. So he keeps blocking me off, and to avoid getting damaged by him editing through or doing something faster than me, I resort to just breaking it down to change the pace of the fight. Because when things aren't going your way, you can't keep making them not go your way. You need to change what's going on. So now I have a few people shooting, and I'm desperately looking for where this guy is. I find him and end up putting a stare over him, which really messes him up. Okay, so that's definitely worth a little rewind. So what ends up happening, hold on, let's get to that area. So he places that trap down, And I know that I'm in range, so I immediately whip out my P90 and start spraying it and backing up. Because that's honestly my only option as of right now. The floor is his. I can't really do anything other than break this. So I break it before it goes off, and he jumps into my vision at the same time. And that gives me the perfect storm to just hit him with mad headshots and successfully avoid his trap. So that's just something that requires really quick thinking. Like, you need to know that, like, alright, I'm either going to die here or I'm going to break this. Like, sometimes there's going to be situations where you're not going to have many options. So you just got to go with the option you think that is the only way out and hope it works. So as you can see here, I'm doing double ramps to get myself closer to him. And the good thing to look for right here is actually, I'm trying to like stuff him a little bit. I'm going to pause a little bit so if you see what I'm doing. So I'm keeping myself protected all the way up while constantly elevating myself closer to his level. So this is making him a little scared psychologically because I keep getting closer and closer and he's not putting much damage into me. I take a quick shot off the side to scare him even more, and then I make my way up to him. And he stupidly goes on my box and gives me a scare, but I mean, don't jump into someone's box. That's Fortnite 101. You jump into someone's box, you're gonna get trap killed. Even if you kill the person you jumped into their box, you're most likely not gonna survive as well. So yeah, don't do that. Take this heavy sniper because balloons aren't really that useful in the ending circles, because where are you gonna fly to? A small circle. So now that the circle's getting small, I'm just gonna look around places, see if anyone's. Yeah, I was actually just trying to see if there was any more wood, but I end up building up because I want to see where people are, and he's actually right there. So because of glider redeploy again, I'm just trying to take a good heavy sniper shot, because if he's not looking at me, he's definitely not expecting someone to be literally over his head with a heavy sniper. But I never get the shot I want, so that never happens. So I end up getting broken down. No biggie. I'll just fly. I end up flying to the next best area that doesn't have an enemy contesting it. So I was hoping for that, like right there, I was hoping for that guy to go into my little trap here, but I saw he was going to shoot over the side, so I placed a wall. So I placed a floor over his head, and I immediately, actually, yeah, let's rewind that so you can kind of see exactly where I thought what. Okay, so I see he boxes himself in a little bit over here, and I saw that he placed this stair. So I knew he was going to ramp rush, and he wasn't thinking about me being right behind him. When you drop in on people doing that, it's almost always a free kill. That's how I get a bunch of my kills against pretty good players. They just don't expect you to edit down fast and be behind them. So when they're double ramping a certain way, they're kind of think of the enemy as more often than not tunnel vision, because they're thinking about high ground. They're not thinking about, oh, this enemy might be behind me. So this is a little bit of a sticky situation. Everyone kind of has their own builds that they're fighting from. 3 other people around in a tiny circle, and they're all pretty, I would say decent, because I'm getting shots at me. I don't feel safe. Like right here, I do not feel safe against these players. And this guy starts shooting grenade launchers at my build. So I'm just looking for him. I don't know exactly where he's shooting me from, so I'm searching for him. And then I come to realize that he's right at that little hut. Oh, I guess I didn't realize yet. Now I realize. So he comes closer to me. I take a better angle on him to get some shots off. And I get a lot of shots off. So I feel safe to get some more shots off, which I did. And I go to chase him now, because I know he's super low and he's going to be healing at this point. So chasing him seems like the best idea for me. And here's where you're going to realize I'm not a pro. Alright, so I go to replace this pyramid, and I thought there was just some way I can make an opening, but that's not how it works when you're in like a little vacuum like that. So I give up on that. I don't want him to just edit me down and trap kill me. So I hear someone pulling up above me, so I forget about the guy. And and I immediately started building on this guy because I don't want him to have a better position than me. So I hit him for 17 from 1 inch away, full body shot. Don't know how that happened, but I end up chasing him. And I'm just, I'm looking around because I hear shots pretty much everywhere. I return to my original builds for safety because there's a lot of builds around, so I don't feel like I can get shot from any angles easily. And I go to pursue an angle on this guy. So he breaks me down, and the first thing I realize is it's held up by one thing. So I'm gonna break that and immediately look for him to fall so I can get a shot off. So I do that. I get a few shots off and I build up. So that was a bad play. I won't defend it. I shouldn't have. Right after I took the shot, I thought he was really weak, so I thought I can hit him with one more shot. Okay, so right there, you heard grenade launchers, and you saw that I immediately, as soon as I heard it, I immediately went for the builds I was at again. I kind of use them as sanctuary because as long as you're connected to structures, grenade launchers can't really hurt you that much. So I felt like my safest bet was to be in a bunch of builds. He just got, he was standing still. Like, can't really defend him there. Alright, if you notice, that shot just grazed my head. And I'm a little shook at this point. Because I have 16 kills, definitely don't want to lose. And I play the sniper fight for one more shot. And then there's going to be some people that you don't want to take the sniper fights with. For example, this guy. He almost got me, and I was just like, I'm not going to do that anymore. So credit to you, man. I was definitely scared of your snipes. So I see he's going to be someone who's going to spam me a lot, so I actually do the double ramp rush technique where it's going to take a few shots to get me. So I just get closer and closer using this because he can't shoot me fast enough. And yeah. If you want to break down to that, it's just, I know that probably seemed complicated, but it's really not. So what ended up happening was I'm trying to beat him for the high ground, right? I notice he places a stair right there. And that's my key indication, pyramid trap kill. Because I know they're going to be on that stair in about a second. And I know I can put a box around him just in time. So as you can see, immediately put the pyramid. I put a floor under myself to make sure that, I mean, he could have been doing that too. I'm not sure exactly who did that. But, yeah, I wrap walls around him and immediately place traps everywhere to finish the job. So I'm pretty sure you actually commented on one of my YouTube videos after I killed you like this. So just want to say, GG, man. You did well. I just had a better situation than you at the end. And for all viewers, I hope this was informative for you. So I hope you can take something from this and apply it to your gameplay. And see you next video.